Danny, I just figured out that if I switch to Metro PCS, I get 2 Samsung Galaxy phones free.
Cool, Dad.
And I could be a super dad with 2 free Samsung Galaxy phones and call myself Double Galaxy Man.
Or you could give the second phone your sidekick.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
That's right. 2 free Samsung Galaxy On 5 smartphones are all yours when you switch to Metro PCS. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out. Coverage not available in some areas. Sales tax not included in phone price. Excludes numbers on the T-Mobile network. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Blog Talk Radio.
Thank you for tuning in to The Awakening with Katina Love. Today is Sunday, October 18th, 2015. I am your host, your spiritual and wellness coach. My website is Lotus, L-O-T-U-S, Life, L-I-F-E, healing.com. You can connect with me on Facebook at facebook.com/Katina, Katina.love, Love, the number 8. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the show to share your journey to higher consciousness and promote your life's purpose and business in the healing arts, I would love to speak with you. I can be reached at 248-820-1563, or I can be emailed at Lotus, L-O-T-U-S, Life, L-I-F-E, the number 8 at yahoo.com. The topic of today's show is energy healing with Mr. Anderson. I've had the pleasure of receiving energy healing from this profound energy healer and spiritual coach who truly touched my soul and helped me to see more deeply the source within me. He allowed me to fully be myself and to deepen that knowing that all is well and that everything I'm seeking is all around me in every given moment. Andy Anderson Daniel was born and raised in the U.S. Virgin Islands. He now lives in Tampa, Florida, with his lovely wife and 3 children. Andy has always been connected with his spiritual path as a barber, gradually expanding into his now spiritual practice as an energy healer and spiritual coach. Andy is known to his students and followers as Mr. Anderson. He is gifted with the amazing ability I'm not exactly sure what happened. I do apologize. Andy, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, wonderful. We're going to go ahead and start the show. Andy, thank you so much for being a guest today. What led you to your spiritual path?
Well, you say what led me. I feel like I've always been on my spiritual path. I just I'm aware of it more now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically just asking. Because I asked, I just sort of ran into the answer. So it's like you're always on your path. It's just once you acknowledge this truth and accept all experiences, then you're able to sort of flow with a lot more ease. So I've always been on my path. What led me to become more aware of it is my decision to ask, and for my decision to continue an everyday practice of meditation that allowed me to sort of quiet down and be able to sort of receive the answer, receive the channel.
That's amazing, because thinking back, you're right, we are always on our journey. And thinking back, when I came into higher consciousness, I asked. And I grew up Baptist, and I had just got to this, and I was Pentecostal for a while, and I got to the point where I'm like, okay, I've graduated from this. I know that there's more. And I went on this search for like 10 years, and I visited different churches and never joined anymore. And I'm just like, this isn't it. And I just kind of chilled out for a little bit and just kind of went within a little bit. And then I started meeting people who were into meditation and just really opening my mind up to other possibilities. And then I got into the law of attraction and things like that. So I can relate to that. And it's not always something tragic that happens when we awaken. Have you found that on your journey as well when you talk to clients?
Excuse me?
Have you found that on your journey that it's not always a tragic thing? Because I've heard, I've talked to other healing artists who have shared with me that something tragic happened in their lives and it just caused them to kind of reach out more.
Because
and asking.
Contrast is a physical thing that sort of is a part of your experience, and sometimes you go through a contrast that's just so immense with resistance, immense with contrast, that you find yourself realizing that your physical effort will not aid you. So what you do is you find yourself in a giving up state. When you give up, you're actually connecting to your true self, the source itself, because you're saying, I've done everything I could possibly do physically. Now I have to release to a power that we're all aware of, but until you get that realization that your physical effort is sort of not a mechanism to sort of solve problems. Your physical is to enjoy. So when you let go of your efforting, you sort of just be yourself, and everything flows downhill.
How do we do that? How do we let go? I think I asked you this before, but how do we let go? I can only speak for myself, where you want to control things, you want to control your career, you want to control the way your personal life is, you want to control, just kind of know, like, okay, this is going to be this way, that's going to be. How do you let go and allow? Do you just allow?
Just think of this. You involuntarily let go every day when you go to sleep.
Right.
That's why at the end of the day, if you spend the whole day pretending to be someone else, you will receive remedy, you will receive ease when it's time to go to sleep. That's why you feel good when you go to sleep, because you actually let go.
Right.
So is one way or the other, meaning that every experience, resistance, contrast, or ease, or fun, or happiness, it's all experiences that you sort of have to allow to just happen. And as you allow it to happen and sort of appreciate both the good feeling experiences and the so-called bad feeling experiences as just experiences, you sort of find yourself in agreement with who you really are, and that says that everything is perfect for now.
Absolutely. Can you kind of share with us, because I am still growing as a spiritual coach as well, and I'm learning from you and other coaches as well. Can you share with me what you mean by your ability to read the flow of energy projection? Like, what does that mean?
Okay, what I mean by it is we're all energy. We're all energy. Everything you see is energy, and you have been given the privilege. This is who you are. So I want to sort of adjust that and say, given the privilege. This is who you are. You weren't given. This is who you are. You are energy. You are source energy in this physical form. So you came here to sort of expand things. You came here to sort of decorate. You came here to sort of expand creation. So everything you experience with your five senses is energy also, but it's a matching energy. That's where the law of attraction comes into play. It's like whatever energy frequency you give off, you sort of attract a matching experience to your frequency. So if you're focused on contrast, if you're focused on something that's placed in your experience that sort of is painful, that sort of is uncomfortable, you are sort of given the opportunity to take that experience and create better for it, meaning expand it, make it a comfortable one. But for that to take place, you have to sort of agree with it. Meaning that you because of your energy stream, because of the energy you project, you create an experience that is discomfort, that's uncomfortable. So you are given the choice, that's free will, that says you can focus on the discomfort and say, this doesn't feel good, it hurts, this is painful, this is annoying, this makes me feel helpless, this makes me feel powerless, this doesn't feel good. So now you know that this doesn't feel good. You can sort of feel the energy creating this. So you could now say, I want to forgive the energy, meaning I want to forgive this experience and acknowledge this experience and say that this experience is good and this experience is appropriate and this experience is right. You are sort of letting yourself off the hook by telling yourself you are perfect, that saying this discomfort that you experience is right. So now you are on the side of your path heading to good feeling. Because even if you're experiencing bad feeling, if you acknowledge the bad feeling as appropriate, as okay for now, you will sort of projecting your energy at the agreement that you are on your path. And then
I get that.
Because you are on your path and the true self, your source, knows what experience feels good to you, you sort of are guided into good experiences, sort of allowing the contrast to just flow, saying the contrast is appropriate and right. That's why forgiveness is so powerful, because forgiveness is actually saying to what you are focused at that doesn't feel good that you are okay. You are okay. I am on my path. I expect delightful surprises on its way. Now you feel the ease and the energy because you are in agreement with the affirmation that says you are perfect, you are abundant, you are infinite, you are on your way. Forgiveness puts you back on path to the vortex.
Right. So if someone's struggling with forgiveness for whatever reason, if it's something that happened 20 years ago, 5 years ago, a month ago, or even yesterday, how does a person get into that space where they can allow themselves to forgive, whether it's forgiving what something that they did or someone else did? How do you get in that space?
I love that question because it's one of my favorite energy sort of games. Because when you remember something that took place in your past and it feels uncomfortable, you are focused at the comfort at that time. So you are actually experiencing this over and over again. So you to find yourself calling the discomfort right. See, most people believe that you can forgive something that you consider to be wrong. How do you forgive something that you call wrong? You say to yourself, this was wrong, but I forgive it. That's the contrast of energy, two different energies. look at your past and you say to your past, everything that happened, everything that took place with me was not only wrong, it was right and forgiven. Now, when you want to look at it from a moral standpoint, you will say, okay, I was beaten or I was a victim. This act is a wrong act morally, but because it's a part of your fabric, because it's a part of your makeup, because it is a part of your past, you have to look at it as something that you cannot change, but you can change what you look at by saying it was right in creating who I am. That is only how you are going to agree with who you are. If when you agree with who you are, that means you are agreeing with everything that created you.
Right. That makes a lot of
from
sense.
that standpoint, you can feel appropriate. You can feel like you're in the right at the right time. The truth. So now, as you are in the right place and the right time, connected to Source, fully connected, blissful, in agreement with Source. Now you can just simply point at anything you want and know you are connected, know you are worthy. And as long as you maintain that every experience you experience is sort of forgiven, you are on your path. Just like you look at resistance.
Right.
In order for a bird to fly, the bird's wing, the mechanism of the bird's wing, has to forgive the resistance in the wind to provide lift. They play an important part. The bird's wing is shaped in a certain way so that it compensates for wind resistance and provides lift. It instantaneously gives the resistance of wind, just like when you're walking. Your muscles has to forgive gravity so you can walk forward smoothly. Forgiveness is agreeing with your path that says everything goes my way. I am on path. I am infinite. I am abundant. I am flow. I am energy. I am a bright light. I am resonant. I am source energy in physical form. And I am brilliant and beautiful. Despite what I see, despite what I experience. Because what you experience, if you sort of compare those, what you see won't always agree with that affirmation that I just spoke of. So you have to sort of forget what you see and stay true to the affirmation that we speak of.
And I'm glad you said that stream of affirmations, because just with you saying that, I felt ease. There's so much ease, and there's so much comfort in affirmations. They're so powerful.
There's comfort in affirmation that speaks of your truth. You can use an affirmation that says, I am going to experience pain every day. You are the one in control of that affirmation. The universe and law of attraction make you feel pain every day because you said so.
Right.
But
you spoke it.
Good. You won't feel good making that affirmation because that affirmation disagrees with who you are. But it will still be created because you are the one with free will. But when you make an affirmation that says, I am abundant, I am flow, I am infinite, it sort of resonates and feels good because that is agreement with who you are.
Right. We are love, we are source energy, we are everything that's positive, and anything that is the opposite of that is not who we truly are.
You feel it instantly. If you mention something right now that doesn't agree with what you said, love, infinite, flow, you will feel it instantly. And
absolutely.
That's what deliberate creation is. Those that are aware of the feeling, the uncomfortable feeling, are able to redirect their energy focus to good feeling. That is deliberate creating. But those that don't understand it, they sort of just go, and everything that happens, and they sort of focus on anything at any time and focus on what's around them and sort of recreate that, and that is okay also, because you can feel pain. Pain will only cause you to ask for better expansion. You just have the choice of what you want to be aware of now.
So I think our work here, our work is to get back into alignment with source energy, to get in alignment with spirit, and to stay in that alignment. Is that our work?
That is impossible.
To
to
connect with source energy?
There is no stay in the universe. There is no fixing in the universe. You are automatically setting a position for yourself that says that I am not there. When you experience contrast and it feels uncomfortable, you are still there. But because you say and make a label for yourself that says I am not there, then you are given the opportunity to feel like not there. And to say you want to stay there speaks of stop, speaks of end, speaks of limit. Stay means one place. Stay means no motion. That is not possible. That is not getting along. That is not agreeing with abundance. Stay cannot agree with abundance. Abundance means flow. Abundance means infinite. So where you want to be vibrationally, to feel an agreement with source, to feel bliss, to feel happy, is to say that I am perfect for now. It is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sort of make the intention to feel connected, to feel bliss, and then naturally law of attraction will bring you opportunities to find that vibration or frequency of source, the one that you always want to get back to. Source. You want to feel. Everything that you want to manifest and create is because you want to feel like source. You want to feel connected. Right. Physical things that you're trying to create will only remind you of who you are, but they will never define who you are. And that's where you receive contrast, because you say, this physical experience doesn't feel like I'm abundant. And then you sort of contemplate not being abundant, and then you feel pain. But if you sort of look at your surroundings and say, it is appropriate, it is okay. The truth is, I am abundant. I am infinite. Then you are using your core truth as the basis for your vortex experience.
That's awesome. So someone who's new to this law of attraction and this deliberate creating, what would you recommend? Like, how do you, I mean, it's all in what we've already said, but how do we, if they're seeking health, they're seeking improving their finances, they want to manifest their dream career or dream home or dream car, whatever it is that they want to manifest, a deeper connection with source energy or God or universe, and to improve their relationships or attract love into their lives. What are some steps that they can take initially to get to that place?
To accept ground zero.
Mm-hmm.
To accept ground zero. To accept the fact that they are asking now. That they are asking, and they are at ground zero, and they are just in a place of acceptance. Acceptance is a balance of energy. It's your everything is just sort of balanced. Although it's not what you came here for, you can find balance because you are no longer focusing the energy at what you don't want, but you are focusing the energy in a place where you are sort of balanced. So where acceptance is, where ground zero is the beginning, the perception, the opportunity to sort of declare your affirmation. And from there, you find connection, and you are more not only accepting, but now you can be expecting.
Wow, that's powerful. That's very powerful. So your message here is to just really accept where we are right now, and just, it doesn't matter where we are. It's okay where we are in every given moment. To first start there, and then from there you can start saying affirmations and visualizing.
It's like I said, if you look at the ladder is designed in a way that the foot of the ladder has to completely accept where it is in order for it to provide lift for you.
That makes a lot of sense. Totally. You got to start somewhere, right?
Because you are perfect and you are experiencing. You will always be experiencing. Just think of this. Everything that you want to create, there is someone that has it already that are trying to create something else, and they feel the same discomfort you feel. Or they can be in a place of acceptance and be expecting. But you are peace.
So are you saying we really have to accept, we have to expect what it is that we're desiring, what we want to create? We have to expect it and believe it and know it?
You have to accept it. Because it will be where you are now. So it's not going to save you. It is not going to rescue you. Where you are now is a place where you're in observance of everything that you experience. And when you do manifest what you are trying to manifest, you will be in observance of it also. So where you are now has to become that. But become that from a perspective where you perceive it. You have to be there now.
Right. You really have to see it before you see it, right?
You cannot, what you're trying to create is not better than who you are.
Right.
You understand that?
Right.
When you
we have to visualize what we want and hold that picture versus what we see now before it manifests. Is that what you're saying?
You want to be what you're creating now, meaning you have to experience it now. Experience is not only the physical. So if you can imagine it, you are experiencing it. But for you to find ease in imagining, you have to sort of be seated in your seat. You sort of have to be in your temple. You have to be cushiony. You have to be comfortable in your seat. You have to be comfortable in where you are. And as you find comfort in where you are, as you find acceptance in where you are, from there, I feel ease in my chest now when I say this. It feels good because I am in the perfect place at the right time, perfect timing. I am in observance of this perfect place. I am in the control tower looking at everything, and I am perfect now. What else do I want to experience?
Absolutely. We definitely have to be comfortable in where we are right now instead of hating the place if it's not where you want to be.
When I say comfortable, I don't mean physical comfortable, because it might be uncomfortable physically, but you have to be in a place in your mind that says it is okay. It is appropriate for now. That is comfort.
Finding ease.
Ease, because
that's what that is. Finding ease in that moment, right?
That's what you're trying to manifest. Everything that you are trying to create in this physical experience feels like ease. Think of it. Everything that you are trying to create in this physical experience feels like ease, feels like power, feels like abundance, feels like infinite, feels like manifesting, feels like amazing, feels like power, feels like control, feels like bliss, feels like infinite, feels like the truth, feels like good, feels like who you are. Mm-hmm. You just physical description and say, this Mercedes-Benz will feel like this. Exactly. Right. Feels like that, but it is not that. That is within you.
Mm-hmm.
You just give it.
You have to feel like that. You have to feel the way the Mercedes feels before you can have it, before you can manifest it.
You have to have it before you have it.
Mm-hmm.
And then sit back and watch it and enjoy it fall and move into your experience with ease.
That's awesome. Well, we're at the bottom of the show.
This vibrational frequency, anything is possible.
That's awesome. Thank you for being a guest on the show today. Can you share your services and how you can be reached and your website?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My website is MrAndersonEnergy.com, and my Facebook is Andy Daniel. You can also text me or message me. You can text me at 813-500-9366, or you can just message me on Facebook, or you can join my personal blog at Mr. Tampa Law of Attraction with Mr. Anderson. This was amazing. I am very, very thank you very much, universe, for this experience. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being a guest on the show today. Thank you all for tuning in to The Awakening with Katina Love. Namaste.
Give yourself the gift of unlimited with Sprint's Unlimited Freedom Plan. Enjoy unlimited mobile optimized streaming, videos, gaming, music, and data starting at $20 per month per line for a family of 5 when you bring your number to Sprint. You'll never have to worry about running out of data or surprise overcharges again. Dash to a Sprint store, sprint.com/freedom, or call 1-800-SPRINT-1 today.
Includes lines 3 through 5 free until 1/31/18. After pay additional $30 per month per line. Prices with auto pay. Coverage and offer not everywhere. For discounted phone subject to credit and $30 activation fee. Excludes taxes, surcharges, roaming, and premium content. Limited for video up to 480p. Music up to 500 kilobits per second. And games up to 2 megabits per second. Prohibited network use. Rules apply. And data prioritization during congestion restrictions apply.
At T-Mobile, we're declaring the end of data limits. Introducing T-Mobile One. One price, all unlimited for everyone. That's right. Get unlimited 4G LTE data on your smartphone on our network that was built to handle it. And get it at a price that won't break the bank. With 4 lines of unlimited LTE data for just $35 a line per month with autopay. Switch today.
Top 3% of data users greater than 26 gigabytes per month may see reduced speeds until next bill cycle. Video typically streams at 480p with qualifying credit discount via bill credit plus taxes and fees.